What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is your review for Pose Season 3, Episode 5. So, we start this episode off, honey, with Miss Electra doing the damn thing. Electra is buying penthouses, and she is going on shopping sprees down to Bergdorf, Goodman, with her Louis Vuitton, okay, and her fur coat, okay. And she said, listen, this is always where Mother Electric was supposed to be. It just took me a little bit longer to get here. And so we do a flashback, not a major flashback, where she's talking to her girlfriend. I believe it was the one that botched Candy's surgery, but don't quote me on that. But I think that's who it was. And she said, listen, I done got in bed with the mob. Okay, they take good care of me. They making sure that I have what I need so I can do what I need to do. And I'm laundering their money. And so Electra was like, set up a meeting for me. And so she goes and talks to the mob. And the mob is like, listen, we like what we see you doing. You know, we can help you out too. But, you know, at the end of the day, we need you to basically run our money, okay? We making money off of illegal activities, and we need to be able to clean that money. And they took her modest operation because she was doing all right. I mean, she was making a little change, you know, and they've, you know, pretty much quadrupled it, honey. They got her opening up, you know, phone sex businesses all throughout the United States. Hell, they even had her in Canada by the end of the episode. And she literally has gone from and become a damn millionaire. I mean, she is spending money everywhere, okay? Now, listen. I think I'm going to just go through the episode first, and then I'll put my 2 cents in on it. And then she becomes everybody's fairy godmother, right? She wants to do for everybody and take care of all of her children. She said, this is what you deserve. This is the life you deserve. And this is who I am. And at the end of the day, even behind all of that nastiness that Electra had and that tough exterior, at the end of the day, she was always there for them. When they needed her, now they might have had to hear her mouth, but she was always there for them. So Angel and Poppy, they are laying around in bed talking about love, and love is love, and I love you and you love me, and we've been saving up for this wedding. Let's go ahead and do it. Angel says, I want to marry you. I want to make you my man. And Poppy is like, all right, let's go. And so they're going to have themselves a little situation down to the justice of the peace. I'm confused by that. I'm trying to find a nice way of saying this. They ain't know they couldn't get married legally. Like, I know a lot of gay couples had commitment ceremonies, and they had wedding ceremonies that were not legally binding. But in 1994, 1996, New York ain't had gay marriage, did they? I'm pretty certain they did. But okay, I'm just gonna go along with the story and just whatever. So Electra is buying new furniture for Blanca. Blanca is not happy to be getting rid of her old furniture until the new furniture comes rolling in, and Electra decks out Blanca's apartment, and it is nice, and it has all of the, you know, current whatever for 1994, 1996, wherever we are, child. And so the rest of the ladies are like, okay, well, you know, what we getting? And Electra tells Angel, because she tells him that, you know, her and Poppy are getting ready to get married. And she tells Angel, listen, I'm going to throw you the wedding of your dreams. And Angel was like, well, nah, we were just going to go down. We can't afford to do a whole lot. We're going to go down to the justice of the peace. And she said, no, I said, I'm going to throw you the wedding of your dreams. Okay, she said, understand that your wedding is bigger than you. Your wedding is about the fact that you're the first one from our community to find happiness, to get married, to find a man that accepts you for who you are, and we're going to celebrate it. And we're gonna put it out there, and we're going to celebrate it. Now, okay. Then we had to sit through another one of Blanca's speeches about how we are family and how love is love, and we all we got, and we gotta be there for each other, and we gotta love each other, and love is love, and love is family, and family is family, and family is love. Listen, I love Blanca, and I love Blanca's, positive attitude, but it's starting to get on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to get on my nerves because I feel like every episode we gotta sit through a Blanca speech about love. Okay. Now, Lulu was like, well, what am I going to get, Mother? And Mother was like, Lecture was like, I'm going to treat you to some rehab. I'm going to pay for it. I'm sending you to rehab. And, of course, Lulu did what all junkies do when they ain't ready. She got offended. She got defensive. She got angry. And she was like, listen, at the end of the day, none of y'all understand what it was like for me when I lost Candy. And they were like, we all lost Candy. She said, no, Candy was my ride or die. And at the end of the day, when I'm by myself, it's just me and my memories. So yes, if I self-medicated to numb the pain a little bit, it is what it is. But I'm getting myself together now. I ain't doing that shit no more. And I'm good to go. Now, Electra was like, listen, you could tell that to somebody else, but I know what clean look like, and your ass ain't clean. But okay, if that's the game we gonna play, then I guess that's the game we gonna play. I can't make you take my money. I can't make you take my rehab. Let me go on over here and focus on Angel's wedding. So they're all celebrating. They're happy. And Poppy ain't here for it. Poppy was offended by it. Poppy said, she trying to act like I can't take care of you. She trying to act like I can't be there for, I can't be there for my woman. And that makes me look like, a sucker. So he goes to confront Electra. And Electra was like, listen, let's not let your Latino machismo get in the way of you having the wedding of your dreams. And they're able to convince Poppy that it's not about him. It's about the bigger picture. It's about Angel having the day of her dreams. And that, Electra is not trying to step on his toes and not trying to emasculate him. But she wants to do it for both of them. Because she loves both of them. And she wants to see them happy. And she wants to see them to get everything that they deserve. And Poppy, he sort of accepts it, and by the end, he's like, okay, well, I guess I could pay for, what did he say he was going to pay for? He was down to pay for the rice, honey. She said, you could pay for the rice and something else. He said, okay, well, I guess the rice is the most important part of the day. Is it though, Poppy? Is it? Anyway, so next thing you know, honey, Electra done took the ladies down to probably the most elite bridal store, because Lulu talking about something. Here comes Dave. David's bridal. Here we come. Electra was like, no, ma'am, no, it will not be David's bridal. Okay, I know where we going. Okay, and so, it's one of those really nice high-end boutiques where the dresses are probably $20,000-$30,000, probably even back then. And Angel has the run of the place, and we go through this whole montage of Angel trying on the dresses, and they giving their thumbs up and they giving their thumbs down. And then, one of the dresses, Angel said, Blanca, you should try it on. And Blanca was like, me and Christopher, we ain't ready for that yet. And Electra was like, you know what? We all gonna try on some dresses. And so they all, they do this real cute, moment where all of them are trying on dresses. And of course, they all look stunning. That dress that Electra had on, bitch, what? That dress was everything that Electra had on. And the way her hair and her makeup, listen. She was beautiful, okay? And they got ready to buy the dresses. And the guy that was helping him, who clearly was, LGBTQ as well, the owner comes out and he sees Electra and he clocks her. And he's like, oh, hell no, I don't want no parts of your money. And Electra was like, excuse me? And he said, I don't know what kind of games y'all are playing, but I I'm not doing this. I'm not, he said, we're not going to make a farce out of this. This is for, brides who are getting married to men, and I'm not doing this. And so, Electra pulls out her Platinum American Express and basically is like, listen, at the end of the day, just take the damn money. Like, I can afford to pay for what I got. You gonna make a profit, I'm gonna make a profit. He still ain't want to take her money. He said, it ain't enough money in the world for me to take your money. Baby. Y'all know what Electra did, right? She was already drinking the champagne. She lubricated. And she read that man down. She read the man down. Okay. And when it was all over said and done, she told him, and you haven't heard the last of me. So he turns, so they leave, and he turns to the guy that was helping them and says, go ahead and get ready for your next appointment. And he's like, oh nah, I'm good. I quit. Like, we're not doing that. So I can appreciate the fact that, he quit. Okay. I hope Electra put him on payroll. Okay. Now, Poppy is down to the job, doing what Poppy does, honey, making moves, being a boss that he is, and he gets a visitor. Well, come to find out, the visitor is the sister of his ex-girlfriend, woman that he dated before he met Angel years ago. They went through a lot together. Come to find out, the girl had gotten strung out on drugs, and the sister was even strung out on drugs, it sounds like, at one point. And, she says, well, I heard you was down here, had a good job and you was doing good for yourself. He was like, yeah, I'm doing, I'm doing pretty good for myself. And he said, I'm engaged, getting ready to get married. And he points to pictures of Angel, and she looks at Angel. She was like, well, you definitely have a type, And she said, but I need to talk to you. And he was like, okay, So they go out to the park. They go for a walk, and she lets Poppy know that the young lady has passed away. Excuse me, that the young lady has passed away. And Poppy was like, okay, I'm, what I mean? And you could tell he was upset to hear it. He said, and she was like, well, why did you have to cheat on her? And he was like, nah, I didn't cheat on her. She was strung out, and I couldn't take it anymore. And that was the lie she told, and I let her tell the story. Like, I just never corrected her because it wasn't that serious, And she says, well, she left something for you. And I need you to, I want to meet you. Want to, whatever. However she worded it. And she was like, she left a 5-year-old son. Your son. Poppy was like, hell nah, I strapped up. No ma'am, won't mine. He ain't mine. And she was like, listen, my sister was a lot of things, but a hoe she wasn't. Like, that's your child. And so Poppy was like, well, what's his name? Child, she done named Esteban, done named him after Poppy. He got Poppy whole name, Junior at the end. So Poppy goes over there. He wants to meet his son. So he introduces himself, and the boy is building, he's building a house for his mommy in heaven. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And so Poppy was like, well, can I help? And the little boy was like, because you a stranger. I don't know you. Stranger danger. I don't know you. And it hurt. That thing broke Poppy's heart. When that boy called him a stranger, that thing broke, Poppy's face. You could see Poppy's face. He was about to cry, right? He had a moment. And then he said, well, I know your auntie. I know your mom. I know your abuela. Like, you think me and you could be cool? And so I guess the little boy thought about it. He said, well, I guess you know my mama, and you know my auntie, and you know my grandmama. All right. So he gives Poppy a hug, and Poppy cries. Oh, Poppy cries, right? And I was like, oh, this is so sweet. So Electra ends up having a meeting with her mobster friends, and they are telling her, listen, business is good. Business is so good that we're going to have to expand, and basically that means more money, more money, more money. And Electra says, well, I tell you what, I need a favor. And they were like, well, what you need? Electra wants them to rob the bridal shop. And they, she tells them about what happened down to the bridal shop. And he said, well, If we go in there to, you know, it's gonna be pretty obvious if we go in there today. She said, yeah, you right. But what we're gonna do is I want you to take everything. I want y'all to clean him out. I want y'all to clean him out. And I want him to know, you know, that this is his retribution for how he treated us, you know. And so that's what they do. They end up, you know, they rob the man. They take all his inventory, whatever. And so Elektra has a bridal shower for Angel. And she invites all the ladies from ballroom. So they have like this 20. Well, actually, before that, they had a spa day. And of course, they had a whole Elektra rented out the whole spa, so they didn't have to worry about people looking at them funny, and they didn't have to worry about whether they was gonna get dressed or get undressed and all of that. And so they had a whole spa day, and then after the spa day, they had dinner, and it looked like it had to be about 20-30 people at that dinner. I saw my girl Naomi boo at the dinner, and they looked nice, and of course, they all said their wonderful pleasantries and all that good stuff. And Elektra says, and for all of you all, everybody gets a dress. And baby, she pulled them damn wedding gowns out that she had stole from the man, and all of them got to pick one of those nice gowns, baby. And then they had scrippers. Ooh, they had the scrippers. Which of course was a whole moment. It was cute. It was fun. So Angel ends up coming home that night, and Poppy is waiting up for her. And Poppy tells her. He tells her what happened. He tells her that he has a son, and that he wants the son to come and live with them. And do you know that selfish ass Angel told him no? That's not what she wanted? Listen, I get it that it's a shock and it's a lot. But girl, this man done stuck by you through your drug addiction twice. Okay? He done stuck by you when you wasn't sure and you didn't know. He done watched you date these other men that won't shit. Like, Poppy has been there for you all up and through this. Girl, left Poppy. That man was on his knees on the floor begging her. Oh, I was so in my feelings. Now, that was the episode, okay? Now, let me give y'all my 2 cents. I didn't like this episode. I really didn't like this episode. It played too fantasy for me. I kept waiting for this to be a dream, and Elektra to wake up from this dream, right? I mean, first of all, something's got to give with this whole her in bed with the mafia situation. Like, that just can't stay perfect. So I'm already dreading what's going to happen when that shoe drops, right? 2, it just was too perfect. Like, I don't know, y'all. That doesn't mean that I needed everything to be horrible either. That don't mean that. But it could be somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? It could be somewhere in the middle. So, I don't know, y'all. It was a lot. And, you know, and then I had to overlook certain things. Like, they're talking like they're going to have, like, an actual wedding. Like, they were talking about going down to the Justice of the Peace and getting their marriage license when they couldn't even legally get married. I almost wish that this episode had come before the episode where Elektra got arrested, because it would have made it make more sense. Because remember, when Elektra got arrested, they were asking her about the mob, her being in bed with the mob, and her having mob ties, and she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And it seems to have come out of left field. But if that episode had been first, if this episode had been first, then her getting arrested and being questioned about the mob would have made a little bit more sense. Am I the only one? Y'all tell me what y'all think in them comments. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.